NBA Youngboy granted $100,000 in bond in 2024 court hearing. Like, I've been seeing these memes, bro, of him like literally this, bro, of him like niggas is saying like whenever you walk into detention in school and then you see your homeboys in there. Hold up, look, all right, look, you walk in detention and you see your homeboys. Yeah. His lawyers. You got good lawyers, man.
All rise. Court for the First Judicial District of the State of Utah and for the County of Cache is now in session. The Honorable Judge T6NE is presiding. You may be seated.
All right, good morning. Let's call the case of State of Utah versus Kentrell Deshaun Galden, case 241100468. Counsel, please state your names for the record.
Aaron Jossie for the state. Drew Finling and Zach Finling on behalf of Mr. Galden.
All right, we're here today for...
Hey, see, look, in case you didn't know, the motherfuckers on the right of... See, these... Hold on. These bitch-ass niggas right here, these are the prosecutors. We don't fuck with these niggas because they trying to put these motherfuckers in jail. But, of course, the niggas sitting next to sitting next to YB are the good guys. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah.
Preliminary hearing and a bail hearing. I've had the opportunity to meet with the attorneys in chambers, and it does appear that there has been some type of arrangement reached between the parties. Mr. Finling, would you like to go ahead and state that for the record, please?
Yes, Your Honor. Your Honor, counsel for the state and myself have been in negotiation really since yesterday, but throughout this morning, and I've explained those negotiations to Mr. Galden. We are going to waive a preliminary hearing in this matter. In exchange for that, a bond will be set at $100,000. Mr. Galden will be able to use a commercial company to make that bond. That will be an aggregate bond covering everything in total as contained in the charging instrument.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Finling. Mr. Keller, does that accurately represent the agreement that's been reached between the states?
Look, bro, nigga, YB ain't even phased about hearing that about hearing that $100,000 bond. Nigga, you said we're gonna look because he has said we're gonna set a bond at $100,000 and then YB just sitting here like yo, that nigga don't give a fuck about that bond, nigga. I mean he does, but what I'm saying is he don't care about paying it.
And Mr. Galden.
Yes, it does, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Galden, have you had enough time to speak to your attorneys about this decision to waive your right to your preliminary hearing?
Yes.
All right. Do you understand that the standard at a
Yes.
preliminary hearing is a much lower burden of proof that the government would have to meet than at trial? So instead of proof beyond a reasonable doubt, it's a lower burden of proof, which is there a reasonable belief that a crime was committed by you? And the court has to view all the evidence that it would receive in a light most favorable to the government, to the prosecution. Understanding that legal standard and having had discussions with your attorneys, do you hereby waive your right to your preliminary hearing?
Yes.
All right. The court finds that Mr. Galden has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to his preliminary hearing. He will be bound over for trial on all the charges set forth in the information, the charging document in this case. Bail will be set through stipulation of the parties at $100,000. that will be bondable. And in talking to the attorneys, it sounds like they would like to set this out for an arraignment at a later point in time. Mr. Finley, would you like to go ahead and articulate anything specific related to that?
Yes, Your Honor, as discussed in chambers, even, and I explained to Mr. Golden, even if it's set up for arraignment, say in 60 days, the court has made it clear through discussion with counsel, if there is a resolution well before then, we're welcome to come back before Your Honor at any point in the future.
Okay, very good. So we'll set Mr. Golden's arraignment out in about 60 days. That arraignment would take place through WebEx. We'll have Mr. Golden brought here to the courthouse, and then if Mr. Finley would like to appear remotely for that hearing, he may do so. Also, if the attorneys reach some sort of resolution prior to those 60 days expiring, then just reach out to Angie, and we'll get that on my calendar in a timely fashion. Angie, a date about 60 days out for that arraignment on a Monday morning, probably. July 1st, at what time? 9? Okay, so that would be July 1st at 9 a.m. or 1:30 p.m. Mountain Time, whatever you'd prefer.
Either one.
Okay, let's do 9 a.m. Does that work for the state?
It does, yes.
All right, Mr. Golden, your arraignment will be July 1st, 9 a.m. You'll be brought over from the Cache County Jail, assuming that you're still incarcerated. If not, you'd be able to appear remotely for that hearing as well, or appear in person, whatever your preference would be. Is there anything else that needs to be stated on the record here today, counsel?
No, on behalf of Mr. Golden.
Nothing further from the state.
All right, with that, we'll conclude this hearing. Court is adjourned.
The court is adjourned. It's actually smart that he's waiving his preliminary hearing, because that means the whatever they're trying to get him on, he's gonna take it to trial, like, regardless. And I don't think there is any sufficient evidence of him doing what the fuck they trying to put a pin him on. I mean, there may be. I mean, who knows? No one really knows. No one knows. But I mean, I guess that's why he's waiving his preliminary hearing. I mean, that's just me. Because the whole point of a preliminary hearing is to determine if there's enough evidence to pin a nigga down. Oh, he's seen his baby moms. He's seen his baby moms in the